Starting a business can seem like a daunting task, unless you have a partner like Shopify. They have the tools you need to start and grow your business. From designing a website to marketing to selling and beyond, Shopify can help with everything you need. There's a reason millions of companies like Mattel, Heinz, and Allbirds continue to trust and use them. With Shopify on your side, turn your big business idea into... Sign up for your $1 per month trial at shopify.com/special offer.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Taxi!
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
And why? And he supports it, yes.
Mr. Speaker.
Thank you.
The American people are just sick and tired of every one of you, both Republicans and Democrats, come to this podium and blame the other side. People have been standing in lines 3, 4, 5 hours at a time. There's TSA workers that are selling their plasma. At what point is a leader on either side going to stand up and say, we have a path forward that everyone will agree to? This vote today will extend the shutdown under any circumstance.
No, it won't. No, it won't.
And
Thank you. Let me answer the question. I'm glad you brought it up. The House Republicans have now voted that today will be the 4th time to fund the Homeland Security. This is not party blame game. This is a record. You can hold up the record. Look at the Democrats. They're voting over and over. Yesterday afternoon, we gave them a chance to fund Homeland Security. You know how many House Democrats voted yes? 4 of them. They want to use people as pawns. People are not pawns. These are workers who are sacrificially serving the country, many of them without pay, to make sure that you and your families are safe. And we're done with it. This is not a political blame game. This is one party doing the job and getting the government funded and another that's using people as pawns. We're not going to do that. Listen, we're going to send it over there, and you can see what they do. If this is not USEED and they don't do it, the president has shown leadership. He's going to fund TSA agents. We'll get that covered. But we have the rest of the country to take care of. We're not asking them to do anything heroic. These aren't partisan games. We're not adding bells and whistles to this. It is a clean continuation of funding to make sure that the most basic responsibility of government is fulfilled. And we'll see how that goes in Speaker Johnson.
All right.
Welcome, my friends, to the Already It's Friday edition of Bo Snerdley's Rush Hour. That reporter, both sides do it. Well, no, that's not what's going on here. We will get to that. I misread it. I'm going to just admit it. I misread everything this morning because the details, as they say, the devil is in the details. So Democrats come up with this bill and Republicans sign on 2 a.m. in the morning, and it says pretty much, well, we'll kick the can down the road on ICE and border. And okay, they didn't kick the can down the road. They defunded them. They would defund operations at the border. It's back to open borders again. And that I found, so no, this is not anything what it appeared to be. At first I thought, okay, Democrats caved because they're not demanding the reforms at ICE in this one. By the way, they're now on record saying that they will sign something that doesn't have those crazy ask that ICE take off masks and do all this other stuff. Anyway, welcome, my friends. Before we get to all of that, I want to spend a few minutes in the beginning of this program in memory of Richard Williams. And we'll get back to it. Richard Williams. Who is Richard Williams, you say? Who you ask? Maybe. Who is Richard Williams? Richard Williams was an 83-year-old man. He was a veteran of the United States military. Richard Williams passed away during the overnight hours, the morning hours. He passed away. He was shoved on the subway tracks in New York City by a 30-year-old man named Barrion Hernandez on March 10th, and he has lingered since then. The 34-year-old Brooklyn resident, according to the Associated Press, Barrion Hernandez, the 34-year-old Brooklyn resident, was initially charged with attempted murder, assault, and other crimes, but in light of Williams' death, those charges have been upgraded to murder. He is not a 34-year-old Brooklyn resident. He was a 34-year-old illegal alien in America who has been deported 4 previous times. And thanks to Democrat policies, thanks to the sanctuary policies of New York City and New York State, thanks to Kathy Hochul, thanks to Mondami, thanks to Adams before him, thanks to de Blasio before him, he was still in New York. He's from Honduras. He's been deported 4 times since he came to the country first illegally in 2008. He has a lengthy criminal history, 15 prior charges. Simple assault, domestic violence, obstruction of police, possession of a weapon, drug possession, aggravated assault. And yet he's wandering around the streets of New York. Thank you, Democrat Party. Thank you, progressive Democrats. Thank you, Democrats on the city council. Thank you, Democrats everywhere. People get murdered by illegal aliens because of your policy, and you don't care. You don't apologize. You don't say one word about it. He was in a subway on Lexington and 63rd. Lexington and 63rd is supposed to be, yes, it's a great neighborhood. You're in the Upper East Side. You're supposed to, it's not like some of the other neighborhoods. People used to go here to shop. I don't want to mention a particular store, but a store that was very, very popular for their high-end retail goods. From all over the city they'd come, and from parts elsewhere. At this very subway station, at this 83-year-old man minding his business, this 83-year-old veteran of the military, Richard Williams, minding his business, when a man he doesn't know shoves him from behind onto the subway tracks. It turns out the man has been deported from the United States of America on 4 previous occasions. He's enjoying the sanctuary that the Democrat Party gives him in New York and commits murder. A deputy assistant for the DHS said he should have never been able to walk our streets and harm innocent Americans. Of course not. Of course he shouldn't. But he is. Like so many others. While Democrats play games with Homeland Security. All right. House Democrats appear ready to back this garbage that came over from the Senate at 2 a.m. in the morning, and then John Thune was shown in a video with an escort getting out of, a travel escort. They're not supposed to. So I guess getting out of Dodge. Yeah, not one of those escorts. Travel escort. Security. So security's closed for most of the country because Democrats shut it down, but senators still have their private security, apparently. By the way, Tiger Woods has been involved in a crash, a rollover crash, apparently. And, man, this poor guy, this guy goes through it's just one thing after another with Tiger Woods.